So to kind of give you an intro to this, this was our 3rd year anniversary trip. We decided to go to Colorado Springs, Colorado, mainly because I loved Colorado when I went there when I was a kid. And Chris really wanted to see Colorado, and I love the mountains, so I decided to kind of take him on some things that I did when I was a kid, such as Pikes Peak. I also went to Garden of the Gods, and then we also threw in some new stuff that I'd never done before, like the Royal Gorge Bridge and the Mountain Zoo, and even the Seven Falls. And so the dates that we went was we left on Sunday, March 19th of 2017, and we were there until Wednesday of March 22nd of 2017. Okay, so I'm just going to pop in from here and there to kind of explain things that we never talked about. This was our first year of like vlogging something, our first official trip of doing something other than our honeymoon. So I'm just gonna pop in from time to time to explain things that was never really explained throughout these trips, and throughout every day. So just enjoy this pop-up, I guess you could say.
So hey guys, good morning. We are on our way to Royal Gorge Bridge, something like that. This is our last day here in Colorado, and then we go home. And so we're gonna go see this massive, huge bridge that's been around for a really long time. It's supposed to have really pretty views, but it's really high up. And me and Chris are afraid of heights, so we're gonna see how this goes. And then, yeah. Anything else? No. Okay. Okay, so we are done with that. And there is that an ambulance? Is that a cop? Ambulance. Okay, well we just got done with the Royal Gorge Bridge and went on that, and as much as we were terrified of heights, I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know what Chris thought, but Chris?
It was okay.
What does that mean?
You're scared heights, don't do it. Unless you want to.
But it wasn't that high. It wasn't as high as I thought it was gonna be. So when you think of something that's gonna be like terrible, and then it doesn't turn out to be that terrible, it wasn't such a big deal. I don't know. He was pretty much hugging the middle of the bridge the whole time. But I didn't think it was that bad. Then we went and we hiked up this huge mountain thing and hit, what's it even called? Or what? Cable car? Yeah. Okay, well, we went on to a cable car tram thing. I don't know, I call it a tram, but I don't know what people call it. We went on that, and Chris kind of freaked out a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Then we went to the gift store and got a couple of souvenirs. And now, then we came to our car and ate some lunch, and just, now we are headed to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, where we're gonna have an encounter with an elephant, and a painting session with an elephant, and get photos and stuff done with that, and going to see the zoo. It's supposed to be the only mountain zoo in America or in the world or something, so I thought it'd be really fun to go see that. just got done at, well, okay, we didn't just get done, like, just slacked, okay? Anyways, we got done with the zoo, and the zoo is crazy big. We didn't go through a lot of it because it was just insane. And we just wanted to make it fast and get back on the road so we don't have a super late night tonight getting home. So we waited and we kind of just stood around and we kind of hung out at the elephant area. Huh, that is a big sand creek. There's no water in it.
Exactly.
It's sand.
That's why it's called the Big Sandy Creek.
Well, it's full of sand. So yeah, there's no water. So, if you know what a big sandy creek is, it's just a creek-looking thing with no water and sand. But anyways, we were going to wait for this lady. Okay, so it's the next morning. I'm going to just sum up the rest of our day since it was really dark and we couldn't video log and you couldn't see me. So basically, while we were there, we waited for the girl. And it took us a while, but she finally came. We went down there and got to learn some things about the elephants, and we picked out colors of paint for the elephant to paint with, and he painted us a picture. And then they gave him a snack ball thingy that used to work to get his snack out of it or something. And then we worked with another elephant that did yoga, and I didn't know that elephants could do yoga. So we watched do that, and we spent some time there, and then we got to feed her some carrots, which was really cool because their trunks feel a little weird and slimy and a little rough and stuff. And after that, we kind of just went back up to the main part and kind of started to just explore a little bit more, and then we were headed out. There's our puppy.
She misses us.
She missed us like crazy. So, anyways, we were walking back down and we decided we were gonna feed the giraffes. We gotta feed the giraffes these leaves, or not leaves, they're lettuce. It was lettuce. And we fed them, and their tongues are really rough, like a cat's tongue, kinda.
And it's long.
And it's long, and it's blue and slimy, kinda. After we did that, we went to the gift shop and looked for our gift things. We got a few things from there. When we checked out, we got a crushed penny and stuff, and then we started walking out. We took some pictures, and we got to our vehicle, and we decided we were going to take a long car ride back home. So we started on the journey of going home, and we had about, 4 hours and like 15 minutes or something like that. So it was about a 5-hour drive to Haines, Kansas, where we were going to stop to see Kansas and then get on our way home. So we finally made it to Nebraska. I slept through it, but finally made it back to Nebraska, and we got home safely.